welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We're fixing to show you how to tan a raccoon. I'm gonna go back and throw in some clips of the skinning just to add to the video. We've already got our coon on the board, so right now what I'm going to do is we're going to salt this thing down good. We have got some pickling salt. Use any kind of salt you want. So what I'm going to do, and I want to make sure I salt that tail good, is I'm going to salt him, let him lay like this, and we got that rubbed in real good. Let it stick to that. I'll go ahead and flip it over. Salt this side. Now this one is fairly dry. Make sure you get that salt up in and around this head part real good. And it just helps draw that moisture off. I'll come out here probably off camera and re-salt it again in tomorrow. It'll take us a couple of days to make this video, so I'm gonna just leave it laying here on this table just like this, salted down. When we get ready, I'll rake the salt off and we'll pickle it. All right, y'all, right here I have got a bucket of water. Now I just dipped it up out of that barrel. It's had some leaves in it. Probably ain't ideal, but it will work. Right here, aluminum sulfate. So what I'm fixing to do is we're gonna pickle these high. And you want about a good cup full of that in there. Buy that at the local farm supply. Get it at a co-op. And then I got some salt. We're gonna add some salt in there. I've actually got some I was using right here for something else on this table. I'm going to put it in there. So y'all, I'm going to sit y'all right there. I didn't bring my tripod out here, so. And I got probably more salt than I need, but I need to get all this off this table. All right, now, we got to find our special stirring stick. We've used this stick before, haven't we? No, proper special. If you ain't got a stick like that, this probably won't work. All right. Now, I have had these hides on the board for about 2 days. Just sort of stretching them. So I'm going to put them in this pickle just like that. Okay. We're going to leave these in there 24 hours. 24 hours. So I'm fixing to get me a piece of screen and a rock or something and put on that and hold them down in there. Well, I found something better. That'll shove that down in there. Let's find us We need a brick. Find me a brick. Here's me a piece of steel. We'll lay that in there. And see how that worked? That works like a charm. All right, y'all, I got one of my raccoons. The other one is still hanging up. We're gonna start tanning them. I'm threatening splitting him all the way down the middle because that is typically when I make a hat or something, I split him all the way down. The only difference is the head. I really had rather not split the lip, so I think I'm gonna start doing this one this way. Now I'm gonna use this orange bottle. I've got several of them. I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, that orange bottle is junk. Orange bottle, if you just use it like you would egg yolks, brains, whatever, I don't too much worry about this on the back too much, the instructions. I think some people think you can just rub that on there and it's going to be tanned. You still got to work this hide and prep it, and your success depends on the work that you put into it, because I have earned a lot of hides, I know. So we have salted it, dried it, pickled it in aluminum sulfate, water and salt for over 24 hours, pulled them out, hung them up, let them dry. That's where we are right now. So I'm fixing to turn the camera down and let y'all see this process here. I adjusted the camera a little bit, make it better for your viewing pleasure. So this hide is not dry, it is still pliable. It is not damp to the touch. That way it will absorb tannin solution. Now this tannin solution is better if you warm it up good. That helps it activate and all, but here in Mississippi it's not like brutally cold. That is one of the reasons they say warm it up, is a lot of folks is in a warm climate. Now you have to put this liberally. You want to put plenty of it on there. If you got sensitive skin, you might want to wear gloves. It is chemicals. I don't worry about that kind of stuff, but don't do as I do, do as I say. So what I'm going to do is rub this all in good. And I've got this table with this stuff, I don't know what you call it. It's that shower board like stuff. In other words, it's not going to soak my solution up out of my hide. It'll stay on top and I can clean it up with a rag and all such as that. So that is why I built this table this way. All right, now on this tail right here, and the head needs a good bit because this is thick. We're going to go down this tail pretty good right here. You want that to soak into that hide good. So at this point, we're just going to let this sit here. Now, I'm going to just do one of these at a time. And I've got a rag. I'm going to immediately go ahead and get all of this wiped off of my skin. Put the lid on the bottle. Set it back over there out of the way. So just so that you see good, this is what we're tanning with. The other bottle is old, been sitting out here for a while. You see, it's done got, I don't know, got dark on the top. So I'm going to let this solution sit here. I'm going to come out here in 3 or 4, 5, 6 hours. I don't know, some point today. It's morning time. I'm going to be working around the shop. I'll come back around here and reapply this solution on here. Once we do that, we'll turn it inside out and hang it up. It's cool this week. A little warmer the day or two, but after Thanksgiving will be Thursday. This is Tuesday. It's going to get really cold, so it may take it a little longer. I can hang it inside and take it around there by the wood stove if I need to warm anything up. So we will be letting this sit here. This coon hide we're going to take down. It has been tan. We fixing to start stretching on it. So right now it is limber still. It has been 2 days sitting here hanging, turned this way. with a tannin solution in it. Yesterday, I actually come out here and added a little bit of moisture to it for the simple reason I had two. I went ahead and somewhat stretched the other one. I wanted to take it over to our cabin where we had a eating last night. You see the reels, you've seen us all gathered up over there eating. I hung it on the wall for decoration over there. And I was kind of just seeing how it done. I did both of them exactly the same. So we fixing to stretch this one. We're going to see how good we can do on this. So let's get all these arms. I just run my finger in there and try to pull these arms out best I can. Really, these arms could be cut off. You could cut them off a lot shorter than I do because they really serve no purpose for anything you're making. I really don't think fur buyers want them in there. I don't really sell fur. So the things you see me do on my channel are not catered to, hey, I'm going to sell fur at a fur auction. I use all of my fur for my own projects and benefits. So look right here behind me. Move the camera a little bit. The sun's bright back behind us. I have a stick cut, and you can't really tell out. Let me get a good look at it. See, it is cut to a point. So I use a couple of different things in stretching my hides. This is one of them. And it is very cold this morning. I think when I got up, it was around 24 or something like that. It was in the low 20s. So we finally got some good weather here in Mississippi. I prefer the cold weather. See, that just ripped right there. We're going to go ahead and cut it off because all that's going to do is rip further. And I don't need it on there for a hat. Because I'm going to split all of mine up this middle, so now I'll just kind of veer over it a little bit. But I just start stretching a lot of this. And any way you do it, it's going to take some time. But you have just got to work it, stretch it. And you see as you stretch this, it starts turning white. See that? So we'll be fooling with this on and off probably most of the day. I won't just stand right here and do it all at one time because I'll stretch it some and then I'll lay it over here and allow it to dry. Then I'll stretch it some more. And then I'll work it over this, and then I've got a cable around over there. And I'll use this board right here. You see that board is screwed in good. But I'm really not real ready to start this. That's mainly for softening. This needs to be stretched. So I grab that tail. I'll work my way down it. Just kind of pulling apart on it. Biggest secrets, if you're new to this, is making sure you get all that membrane off so that it will soak up whatever you're using for tanning. I have tanned with eggs. You can tan with brains. You can tan a lot of different things. Soap. I mean, I see people griping about this product's better than this product. If you do what you're doing right, you can make any of it work. So, and I have never used some of those more expensive like True Bond and stuff, so I really don't have an accurate opinion on those products. This orange bottle is really the only thing I've ever used because it's worked for me and I've not had no reason to use something else. But I really had rather use like brains But I have got a lot of practicing to do myself, because this is the first couple of years, and you see I've nicked a couple of holes in this one. I got a big one over here hanging up behind me, behind you, that I cut a big hole in because I was trying to show Brody stuff, and I really wasn't paying attention. I was showing him, just getting him used to being around skinning animals, doing boy stuff. But it's still, for projects and stuff, you're cutting and trimming, and I can make any of it work. So I'm gonna keep stretching on this. I'll pick y'all back up after a while when we get a little further along and start really working it over something. Because it's cold, it's gonna take this thing a while. One more tip I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna hang that over this. And I do this a good bit. Can run that in there against that board. And you see I'm pulling. You can stretch a lot of that hide like that. And you can also cross it. You can stretch the top. Turn it sideways. You can run a block up in here under it and push out and push out on the top. I don't have nothing just laying right here, do I? I've got this short breaking stick. I'm making run it up in there with it, and you're basically just using it for a, what do you call it, a pendulum or something? I don't know. Fulcrum. Fulcrum. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't really like to work it against the hair in there and abrade the hair side, so I just lay it over there and merely pull and stretch around this head and neck area that I can't stretch any other way. I just work it about a ½ inch at a time and pull it. So anyway, you start to see a lot of oil starting to come to the surface. That stuff will have to dry. You can rub it off. If you get that now, you can start, and that board will take up some of it. And this friction will help warm it and dry it. So, all good things to know. I think I'm going to let this one now hang here and dry for a little bit. We've got some other stuff to work on. We got a deer hide we got to working on. We're doing a video on it too. y'all, we're getting there with this thing. I mean, it's getting pretty dry. But I'm gonna leave it hanging. I'm gonna keep going over it for the next little while. But we've got a finished product, really and truly. I mean, I can. Let's turn it inside out, see what it looks like. Needs brushing out good. Look at that. People say the orange bottle won't tan. Beg to differ with them. But y'all, that is tan in a coon. I'm probably going to continue to, work it a little as it, but this is what I'm going to get. I mean, there is no hair slipping out, no shedding. So, we got something we can make a hat out of. Tanned raccoon. Just so you see the inside, the color. Now, I have not smoked this. This orange bottle, they say you ain't really got to smoke it. It does everything with the oils that's in there, lubricates to where you don't have to do the smoking. To get the color you want in there, I may wind up smoking some of them. I don't know before I completely split them open. But I'm going to hang him right here, and we're going to let it dry some more. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.